So I also like to use falsetto or head voice, depending on where you're coming from. If you're unsure about a certain sound and you're going ba, 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 and you're going into that, would you do a falsetto like that? Ba, 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 ba. That's what I'm doing. Am I doing ba, 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 ba? No. Just go ahead and do this. Do that. Yes, now let's say yours is not clear, as in you're airy. But what is the vowel? Pay attention to the vowel. It's
Yeah.
right there. If I'm going oh, no, I'm not opening my mouth like that. You see, it changes a little bit, as they would say, oh no, 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 you're losing the cover. And the people in Italian, they were like, no, go that's the vowel they want. If I try an A, that's relatively easy. It's right there. Light, so heavy, light, heavy. It's there. And these are the things that, people who are really good at singing in general, they can do things like that. Obviously, they can sing in those coordinations as well. They don't think about it. They're like too much body dependent. They were like, oh, you're just not aware of that. You're not. No. That's also not good. If I'm hitting, because getting those things, it takes time. And if you're unsure about a certain sound, and you're going, ba, 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 and you're going into that, would you do a falsetto like that? Ba, 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 ba. That's what I'm doing. Am I doing ba, 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 ba? No. And so I also like to use falsetto or head voice, depending on where you're coming from, as a guide, as a roadmap, or a guide to the vowel or the shape of the vowel. If I just go ahead and do this. Do that. Yes, now let's say yours is not clear, as in you're airy. But what is the vowel? Pay attention to the vowel. It's
Yeah.
right there. That's the vowel. You're not going
Yeah, you're not opening your mouth like.
now. So those things, what you just talked about, that's like you shaping it. Try a B flat. So that's the shape. That's the shape, or that's the effect you're putting on top of that. But as you're doing that, make sure you don't lose the integrity of the vowel. In other words, you don't lose the cover here in the throat. Because in that last video that I posted in my Instagram and my YouTube, I got some questions from some teachers about it. They really liked it. They're not criticism. They actually were curious, like, how are you doing that? And particularly the questions revolved around, how can you cover here and not here? And this is where it gets a bit tricky, because the majority of teachers out there, even the good ones, usually talk about covering the vowel from your mouth. Especially, let's say, if you're getting into more classical or opera. But I can literally do that and still keep it covered. Look. Am I shouting? No. Shouting. That's shouting. That's like no cover. No cover mouth, no cover here. But if I'm covered here in the throat, it's a very specific coordination that you have to do. And also it asks for a lot, in the sense that your muscles need to be quite developed, okay? And it's not just strength, but strength, efficiency, coordination. It's a combination of all of those things. So at first, you'll be able to go, and then you will lose it as you open your mouth. You'll lose the cover, as they would say, oh, no, you're losing the cover. And the people in Italian, they were like, no, go, that's the vowel they want. And the mouth, the way that I'm shaping it, it's happening as a byproduct. I'm not thinking about it. It's happening as a byproduct. And that's what it should be like. If I'm going, no, I'm not opening my mouth like that. You see, it changes a little bit. And these types of changes takes time.